Chris Bumstead.
No Olsen.
Literally the most aesthetic man on the planet.
First off, the guy is huge.
The guy is huge.
In every sense.
He's won Mr. Olympia the last 2 years in a row, and he's about to make it a three-peat.
He's an elite athlete at the top of his sport.
I don't look anything like him, but today I have the chance to live a day in his life.
He's gonna eat like a bodybuilder.
I'm gonna work out like Chris.
And he doesn't know it yet, but he's gonna learn to pose like a bodybuilder too.
I don't know that I'm gonna be able to keep up, but I'm gonna do my best. Chris just moved down to Florida. I'm excited, he's not too far away. It just makes sense for us to link up today.
We ready for war, never back down, give me some more. We came for the title, killing the game, dead on the rise.
Hey, what's up, pup?
Most important greeting right there. What's up, man? Let's go. Yeah, nice to meet you, man.
I heard somewhere that Daddy Sebum is your nickname. Does that have to do with having like an elderly personality, just kind of an old chill guy?
I don't know if, maybe that's where it came from. People
have
started
no
calling
idea.
me dad. I don't know why.
My whole fitness journey started in the bodybuilding world. Definitely not to the extent that you're doing it now. It was just the same way that it does for every like high school age male, where you want to get big just because. And so I started doing that for a while, but then I transitioned into CrossFit about 11 years ago. So I'm not as familiar with all of the fine details of this level of bodybuilding. So I want to kind of learn some of the ins and outs of it from you today.
In a year, I'll take like a few months off, and then I'll have like 6 to 8 months of off season.
Okay.
And you're not just training muscle, you're actually eating, trying to progressively train your metabolism to be able to handle more food.
This is during the off season?
During the off season.
Okay.
So like a few months of just slowly eating up, like increasing your calories.
But
you're
consciously doing that.
Yeah,
That's cool. You're not just 6 months of like
no, not eating
doing
like shit.
whatever I want. Yeah.
You'll start low, like 3,500 calories after prep,
Yeah.
just to get back into it. And I'll add like 300 calories every couple of weeks. And then if by the end I'm eating more calories than I was the year before, and I'm in the same shape, my metabolism's working better.
What does your eating look like now, a month out from the Olympia?
Usually when I'm in prep, at least when my calories get really low, I like to really push my, like when I eat back, because I get cravings and I get really hungry later in the day.
Yeah.
So if I don't eat breakfast until 11:30, and then I can eat again in 2 hours and again in 2 hours, and it feels like better.
Yeah.
Because for some reason I'm not as hungry in the morning.
Okay.
So I just wait to eat breakfast as late as possible, like around
That makes
noon.
sense.
And then it makes the rest of the day easier. I really try and just focus on every year that's in front of me.
One at a
like
time.
right now, I just want to win the next one. And depending how I feel after that, if I'm just driven, I want to keep going, like I'm going to keep going.
I'm fueled up.
Yeah. You want to get going to the gym, or?
Yeah, let's do it.
Do you care what we train today, or chest day, so it's a good day?
Isn't chest day every day in the bodybuilding
It is.
world?
It's not Monday, but it's still chest day every day.
Perfect.
But yeah, let's get to it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds good, man. Game time.
Chest. Let's do it.
Alrighty. Up. Let's do it. Bodybuilding is kind of taboo for whatever reason. Like, even though it's something that we all started doing, like I transitioned from more bodybuilding style training, everybody makes fun of the guy in the corner doing the bicep curls, right?
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I don't know why that is the case, but hopefully we can maybe help bridge that gap a little bit.
I've never understood that myself.
Just
You're pushing your body to
competitive
insane
athletes.
limits. You're a very competitive athlete.
Totally.
And you have the actual performance side, whereas like bodybuilding, you step on stage and your work's done, you're presenting and the posing, but you're not competing. I'm not in a race against you. I have to beat you to do this, or we'll lift more than you. It's just like I look better.
Yeah.
Another one, come on.
That's been crazy to me, that psychological, like somebody puts their hands on the bar and all of a sudden
They touch, yeah.
it's crazy.
Especially if someone touches like you feel it and you're, oh,
Is that even more?
but I'm not really doing much.
Yeah.
It does definitely, when you take away stabilizing, it makes it a lot easier, which I was trying to just lock you in and not push up, just keep you tight.
I appreciate it.
And then you just squeeze your pecs.
Yeah. Come on, big dog. Let's move it.
Bravo. It's very satisfying throwing them too.
Yeah, I bet.
when you talk to bodybuilders in their prep and their diet, and they're always like, oh, I need to increase my volume, decrease my weights, I'm getting weaker. And like when I picked those up, they felt like 300 pounds, or my off season, they feel easy.
Yeah.
But when you get into it, if you like mentally get over the feeling that you feel more lethargic and tired, you can still do it.
Yeah.
It's not like you lost that much muscle in the last week. So if you can like fight past that mental barrier, keep your strength high, keep pushing weights and intensity, not just like, oh, I'm tired, I'm not eating enough.
Yeah.
Makes you a lot better on stage.
Yeah, I bet. Even though it is the truth, you are truly underfueled.
Yeah.
You can push past that, you know, it's just, even though it is a physiological thing, it's kind of a psychological barrier that you can put on yourself.
Keep it clean. Same form, every rep. There you go.
Boy, right there. Seem like you've got it figured out in terms of like how many reps to do, where to add like these things in and this thing, and that just comes with time and exposure and experience.
100%.
Yeah.
It's also so personal with everything. Like I'm sure some people's training, they can go like 7 days a week, no breaks, and then take a full week off or something. Some people need to do like 2 on, 1 off, or like just finding how your body's gonna respond to it.
Sure.
3 more. 3. Come on, last set, finish strong.
Whew.
Good to go?
Good to go.
Yeah,
What's
good
next?
workout. That's it, it's a wrap. That's a prep workout, so when we get back together in the off season, we'll push it a little more.
I mean, that was a hefty session for what it was. Like,
It's pretty good, yeah.
going to muscle failure on almost every set.
So always try and go to failure, is just like the more like volume intensity, some stuff is just a little bit less than normal, probably slower pace.
Cool.
Just to like make sure you still have strength in each set.
Yeah.
But
nice.
other than that, post-workout posing is the next move, so you want to join me?
I will do my best.
I'll see what you look like in the trunks.
Yikes. Let's do it. Let's do it. This is it.
Those are bright lights.
Yeah, so posing is obviously a huge component of your sport. I know nothing about it. I know how to flex, but I don't know how to pose. Do it.
Yeah, push forward. Chest up. Yeah, so bring your arms forward too.
And you don't want to look like you're constipated in the face, right?
That's part of the hard part, is being able to flex everything as hard as you can.
Okay.
And then just like looking like
And you're
not doing anything.
You're actively like pushing your waist in, huh? That kind of gives more of that
that's like-
tapered look.
it makes your waist look smaller.
Where
and
are
you're
you?
flexing your lats. So
Are you smiling? Are you like
I normally
stoic?
try to look a little stoic sometimes, or smile, or like when you're in a routine, I'll like, when you hit like a big pose, you'll like, I'll like smirk or something, be a little dramatic.
Add a little flair.
Add a little flair, yeah.
Are the performances themselves pretty exhausting?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Like-
I thought that the training leading up to it would be the hard part, but that also sounds pretty difficult.
It's hard, but like sometimes I'll be actually sore the next day.
Yeah. Huh.
Like my lower back
Such
is
hard
sore.
contractions.
So you stand, a lot of it's standing like this. Like this is like the front relaxed pose, which is far from relaxed.
Relaxed.
But when this is how you're supposed to wait on the sidelines the whole time.
Okay.
So when you're standing this tall, your like lat and back is really flexed, and you do that for 10 minutes up there, you get pretty sore.
Yeah, I can imagine. What would that mean to you for your legacy to be a 3-time Mr. Olympia?
It means a lot. Like me winning my 3rd Olympia to me means like I'm really coming into being like a leader of this division. Classic Physique's still pretty new. It's only been around for like 5 years. The guy before me won it twice. I've won it twice. No one's ever won it 3 times. Okay. So I'll be the first guy to have ever won it 3 times, 3 in a row. And after that, I go for 4, I go for 5, and I kind of want to like leave my mark at the beginning of this division as a guy who kind of like set the standard of what Classic Physique is like meant to be. I want to be like the guy where people coming up are like, they want to compete because they saw Chris Bumstead and they want to look like Chris Bumstead, and like that's the goal. Even when I'm retired, you know, like, so being in a new division, I think it gives me a really like unique opportunity to be able to be that person at the beginning.